Hello, Form 4 boys and girls. Now I would like to give you the hints of your today's homework, the exercise 11E question 18 and 19. So I would like to say the homework actually is not really difficult, but you may feel challenging when you do the question 18 and 19. So I think that I need to go through with you to let you understand what is going on. So take a look at question 18. Now you can see for the question 18, you're given two tangents. One is DE, another is TF in the figure. Okay, the TF and DE in the figure. Now you have to find two angles. First of all, you can see in this problem, you should find the angle TA boy, which is this one. Okay, and also you have to find another angle which is called the angle ABC, but I don't mark the ABC now because in this question the most important angle that you need to find is TAB. Now you have to think about how should we do this question. Okay, now you are given the 72 degrees and you can see the 70 degrees is actually the chord tangent angle, because you can see TC is a chord, or even we say secant, and then DE is a tangent, so you have 72 degrees is the tangent chord angle. But now you have to see a very important thing is that now you can see the RBC, okay, would be the arc subtended to the angle which is 72 degrees. Why? Because as I mentioned in today's lesson, you can easily see that the BC would be the intersection point of the chord for the angle 72 degrees. Okay, that means that all the angles subtended by BC arc would be 72 on the circumference, such as if you have joined the AC, so you have this one is 72 degrees. But now you have a problem is that, okay, even we know this one 72 degrees, it seems that it's not really helpful for us to find what is the angle TAB in this question. But can you think a very little bit more is that now in this question, okay, you can also see that the angle TAB is also a tangent chord angle. Why? Because you can see TF is also tangent, AB is a chord of circle, it corresponds to this arc, which is the AB arc here. That means that you will have this angle ACB, because you know that now the arc is the chord arc AB. So all the angles subtended from arc AB would be also equals to the angle you want, which is TAB here. So if this question, if you want to make it more simple to do, you may simply let X as your required angle. That means I let X here, so you can have this one X. Then you will have these two scenarios here. The two tangents give you two pairs of angles in alternate segment. Now you can see after you have marked these two pairs of angles, then you can see that the 30 degree, this one, okay, has not used it yet, so you have to use it by considering the last triangle, which is this one. Okay, so after that you should be able to find X in this question, because you can see within this triangle with 30 degrees I have these four angles inside the triangle, so you can simply use the angles on triangle to finish the problem. Okay, so this is the idea, the first thing. And also I would like to say is that in today's hint, I would like to give you a more insight is that now you can see in this figure, okay, now you are given a circle, and also you can see that I give you a tangent at a point, for example here, okay, to here. And also you can see that besides, you can see that you have a chord, or we say the secant, which is starting from the external point T in this figure to the point C here. And also you can see the contact point here is called a B, and also this point is A. Now you can see at this time it seems that it just like you have two lines, okay, intersect each other at T. One is tangent, one is the secant, or we say the chord extent in this situation. Now you can see one more thing is that now if I have said this one is 30 degrees, okay, so I would like you to notice the relation of arc as I mentioned as an enrichment before. So you can see if I say this one is AB arc, and also you can see these two lines would make the intersection point A and C, so I mark the arc AC. So you can also be able to see a very important thing for this question is that now if I want to relate the 30 degrees, actually it is very easy, because now I've joined, now I say I join the AB here as a figure represent. Now if I say the AB arc has x degree, why we know this x degree? Because this arc as the tangent angle, you have this one x, so you will have this one as we joined here is x. So similarly, you will see that if I say AC arc is corresponding to this angle, I mark it in gray color, this one. Okay, for example, we say this one is y. So still you have the relation. What relation you have? It would be the relation of, if you use y, sorry, I should not use the red one, so I use the black color to let you see y subtract x equals to 30 degree. So why do we have to do so? Because you can see the triangle again, this one, exterior angle triangle again. Okay, so you will have the relation to have y as such a result. So you can see this one is very, very, very similar of what we have said before. So if you still remember that before, you still remember we are talking about the chord relation of a circle, or we simply to say this one should not be chord in as we say formally, it should be the secant and secant relation. So we will say that the secant relation would be that if you have a circle. Okay, now if you have joined two secants, for example, you have 1 and 2, something like this, then you can see it. Now you have marked some intersection points. For example, you have 1, 2, and 3 and 4 here. Then if you still remember what we said before, now you can find two arcs defined by the points. Then we will still say that, okay, we will still say that if I want to notice this angle theta, for example, I say this angle is theta, then this theta will be also determined by what? Determined by using the arc subtraction. That means that you use the yellow arc, subtract the blue arc. And here, the color I'm drawing here means the angle subtended by the arc on the circumference. So if you still remember this scenario I said before, so you can see that even, okay, you put this scenario into solving question 18 still works, because you can still see that, okay, you have such a scenario which we say the yellow arc subtract the blue arc, the bigger one subtract the smaller one would be the angle outside. Even the two lines are not both secants or chords, one is tangent, one is secant, also valid, like here. Okay, so it is quite interesting. I think it's quite interesting to use this idea, especially to solve MC questions. But I think that for solving typical questions like this one, you need to write steps, so you may follow the traditional method, like the figure I'm drawing on the right here. So you use the angle in auto assignment twice, then you can mark some x and 72 degrees, then you can use angle sum triangle to finish the problem. But do remember the idea is actually similar. If you use the concept of arc, it's just the same. Okay, so for the question 19 also, so this one, even this is easier, so you can also use the arc concept to do this problem. For example, in this problem now, you can see again this 74 degrees is what? So this 74 degree, this angle, I think that I have to use a yellow color to let you see clearly. For example, this 174 degrees, this angle is actually what? It is the angle subtended from the RPQ, if you can see clearly, because you can simply draw the things like this. So you can see comes from the RPQ. But you can also see that the RPQ is divided into two parts, 1 and 2. And these two arcs are equal parts. That means that if you have joined a line to define the angle 74 using the point E, you will still have these two angles the same. So because if you use the Box formula, we will call this one is called equal arcs, equal angles. But the idea is just the same. Means the arc, because they have the same length of the arc, so the angle subtended should be the same size. That means that you can easy to get, for example, this one is simply 37 degree. by taking over 2 on 74 degrees, then you can actually got the answer of the first part. Why? Because you can see the blue arc here also represent the what represent the chord tangent angle, this one. So this one would becomes also 37 degrees by using the theorem we talk about today, which is the angle in alternate segment. Or simply, if you don't use the word alternate segment, you can also use the concept of tangent chord or chord tangent angle with the arc subtended by the angle subtended by the arc, like here. Okay, so after you've got this one, then you can actually finish the problem A. Then you can easily got the problem B also. If you can also notice that now you have a parallax, which is this one, and this parallax can help you bring you that this one is 74 degrees also. Then you can use once again this chord tangent angle to bring the arc. So this one, the arc will be which one, which is this one, towards the angle subtended by this green arc. Very easy. Okay, so hope these two hints would give you the idea of how to you do the question 18 and 19. Okay, and do remember is that if I say for the question 20, this one, even this is not a very difficult question, but do remember when we want to talk about similar triangle, okay, as your subject teacher mentioned, we always want to use AA. Okay, most properly we will use the reason AA. That means that you need to find two pairs of equal angles, and also, okay, sometimes you only also use the common angle, because it may not be very easy to find two pairs of equal angles by the information given, but sometimes it is very easy to find a pair of common angles. So you use one pair of common angle and then you find the second pair by using the information. Then I think that you can finish this problem. Okay, so these hints can help you do your work. Thank you and goodbye.